When did Brad tell you?
Um, I think officially about a month ago, and um, yeah, it has been something obviously played on his mind for a period of time, and um, when we re-signed him back this year, we knew the role was going to be a little bit different, and it was important to have his veteran knowledge and experience through pre-season and with Chris and Shay and some of our leaders away, and I thought he performed that task brilliantly. And then through the course of the season, just dropping his minutes a little bit as it was been an adjustment for him, but he's got to a great position about his mentorship and the playing with the younger guys and really helping them, but also being ready to go. Who knows whatever happens in this final series. So yeah, really happy for him. They've had an amazing career, and we'd like to send him out on a real positive note.
What was the players' reaction to the news on Monday like?
Yeah, I don't think major surprise. I think he'd kind of hinted to a lot of players about his intentions with the game. Um, so yeah, it was good to. He's a great storyteller, and then I look forward to hearing more stories about his career. And I sent him a little picture about him and Kobe, playing against each other at a World Cup and things, and just ask him questions about what was going on there and why you're looking grumpy at Kobe, and then you realise just the impact that he's had for the path that he's helped set for players to go to Europe. A guy that got drafted and then to be able to come back to Australia and close out your career here. He's had a wonderful time, and that started in the NBL, which is important as well.
You're still obviously wanting to win these last two games of the season. Is it difficult to keep the group motivated even though you've already locked up top spot?
I don't think so. I know we want to make sure the depth of our team is highlighted over the course of these two games, and so we want to make sure that everybody's playing really good, solid minutes, and there's a fitness component to what we want to get out of this weekend. But yeah, I think everyone's motivated that we haven't been able to beat Cairns, and it's important for us to go through a season and not let anybody sweep us. So yeah, I think the boys are behind that part.
Yeah, you got Cairns on Friday, then you got the Hawks team on Sunday, which is a completely different looking team to when you played them your last two times. What's changed from their team in that aspect over the past 10 weeks?
Yeah, a lot. They're playing with a lot of confidence, a good amount of freedom. They space the floor, well now. I think Gary Clark, I saw him in the preseason, and you know what he'd done in the NBA, and then I thought once he got in really good shape, he become a major factor. But coach has done a really good job in having role players as well. Dave O'Hickey plays a big part of the game. Lee's had a big part of it. Blanchfield's doing some really good things. There's Lockie Albrecht. There's lots of contributors coming in off the bench and playing their role, along with their three key imports as well. And Froling's got a lot of touches right now. It's really been thrown into the block to him to make a lot of decisions for the team. So yeah, Tatum's done a fantastic job, and it's going to be one of those games where are they playing for a final spot? Are they playing for a top four spot? They're going to be playing for something pretty significant in that last game against us.
2 years ago, you had a pretty similar situation coming into the final round. You were playing against a Tassie team that was looking to make it into the top four at the time. Now you're coming into a game against Illawarra. Are you going to be resting any guys? Have you learned from that time last 2 seasons ago?
Yeah, we as I said, we want to play everybody good minutes, but like every game, if something happens in Cairns where it's not smart to risk a guy, we'll assess that one on its merits. But yeah, we go into this game, with a little bit of the mindset of this could be something that's real in the finals that we've played away, and we've got to make adjustments without a practice. So we get back, we get video on the plane. They get one meeting before the game. This is how we're going to guard Wollongong. How well can our information transfer to go ahead and get our game plan in, and then how well can we put it in on the floor as well. So yeah, we're taking all those learnings out of this game.
Dino, obviously not looking past Cairns, but when you look to the last game of the regular season, another sold-out game at home, how much does that mean to you and your coaching staff in this group to want to go out there and put on another show for the Melbourne United fans who have stuck with you all season and sold out 8 of your 14 home games?
Yeah, I think we're getting to a point where we're pretty close to understanding, when that first semi-final game is going to be, and I think us leaving a really good taste in our fans' mouth about, this is what finals basketball is going to look like, and it is. It's a team that's in the top 4 right now. This is what it's going to look like, and so, the spirit that we play with, the execution that we play with, the physicality that we play with, and then, we had a lot of lobs the other day. A few of them we made, a few of them we missed. There's, it's an entertaining side of us, and we want to make sure that our fans are proud of the way we're playing, but also enjoy the basketball that we play.
And on Friday, looking at this Cairns team, a team that perhaps won't have anything to play for other than pride, what do you look at when you head into a matchup like that where they're playing their last game at home in front of their fans and they're going to be hungry to end the season on a high note, regardless if they make the finals or not?
Yeah, there's always different motivations for teams. They've had some... they'll look forward to be playing us because they're a team that they've beaten twice, so they'll be motivated. They're believing that they can knock us off. They'll have guys that want to finish the season strong to gain a contract with Cairns or with another club for next year. Bobby Clintman's trying to get to the NBA. I'm sure they started him versus Perth. I'm sure he's going to play good minutes and want to put up good numbers. And so, yeah, there's a lot of individual motivations there, but also as a club, they've got good pride in the things they've done over the course of the season, and beating us is in a sweep would be a high level motivation, I'm sure, for them.
And I know regular season awards and individual accolades is not something that this group focuses on, but for you as a coach, what would it mean to you and your staff to see some of the guys in this group that have played such a massive role this year be rewarded on that awards night?
Yeah, it's always, a time of the year to reflect upon how you went as a team, and I think, winning should play a part in awards. And did you help your team win? Yep, it's good to go out and get 30 or lead a statistical area, but did that help your team win? And a lot of the things that were done, whether that be the defensive player of the year, whether that be a all-star 5 or second team, rookie of the year, whatever it might be, playing a part in winning, should be a factor in the decision.
Perfect. What do you got?
You touched on, just back on Newley, you touched on how his role kind of shifted to a little bit more of a mentorship kind of role. How does someone like Newley with that veteran status help a team, and especially the younger guys, and help mentor them?
Yeah, we've seen in our championship years that we felt that role with David Anderson and coming in both of those times where there's a been there, done that scenario, and Brad he's been in a lot of big games. He's been in huge moments in Europe with the national team, and for him to be able to go get a coffee with someone if they're a little bit flat after their last performance, talk about how they move on. A guy who may have played 15 minutes regular season, but now he's only playing 3 minutes in a playoff game, and how can he help talk to that guy about staying motivated? But also, Brad's just a guy that can keep things loose a little bit as the games get closer to a sudden death kind of performance. His joy for the game and his wit will allow us just to continue to have fun with our basketball, whatever position we're in.